Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dear friends, this is a very great time for me to be with you all this afternoon. And I heard that it is the group which is studying the world religions, right? And some of you are just interested in the talk and have joined it. Margaret's class is there. Have studied and viewed from different angles, different religious explanations. The teachings of the Buddha are based on the mind. Mind is the central core of Buddha's teachings. That's why in the very first sentence, first verse of the important book of Buddhism that is called the Dhammapada, the very first verse, the very first sentence, it says, the mind precedes everything. The mind is chief and everything is mind-made. Everything is created by mind. So the emphasis is on the mind. And our life, we live the way we think. The way we think, that creates our life. Isn't it so? Or is it something else? We experience many things from outside impressions, sense impressions. We experience the world. But that which processes it, the impressions and experiences, that process goes on in the mind. And then the way we perceive it, that happens in the mind. The way we judge it, that happens in the mind. And the way we react or act or do whatever, that starts from the mind. So that is how we create our life. And as human beings, or for that matter, any being, all beings wish to live a peaceful and happy life. And especially human beings have certain values. All other beings also have their own values, but moral values, spiritual values are much more with the human beings because of the human intellect. The mind is much more evolved in the human plane of existence. We have very sharp intellect and we have very good reasoning capacity. We can use our logic and we have both intellectual capabilities and emotional qualities in the mind. With all these, let us say, tools, we are equipped with all these powerful tools that I will explain to you how they are so powerful. Now, there are some factors which not always bring peace and happiness. That means not all the factors of the mind we can categorize as happiness producing, peace producing. They produce unhappiness, suffering, problems. Have you done some meditation? Do you do some meditation? Ah, you do. Wonderful. So then you know the nature of the mind. One of the barriers or the hindrance that comes on the way is distraction. I asked you whether you meditate because if you sit and try to concentrate even for a while, you must have observed how much distracting the mind is. Or you want to study. Most of you are students here. And you want to study. Can you concentrate always? Focus your mind. Can you all the time observe clearly? No. Why? The mind is running here and there, here and there. It is like monkey. Monkey jumps here and there. Now mind has become so distracted. Why? Have you questioned yourself any time? Hey, why my mind is wandering so much? Is it a norm that it should wander? Is it to be just accepted that it is wandering and wandering and wandering? No, it need not. There can be quiet mind. It is possible to have quiet mind. It's not that you have to be all the time focused on, very intensely concentrated. No. But focused enough to understand what is happening in the mind, what is happening in the body. That much of minimum focus we can develop. That is possible. With your day-to-day life activities, you can change this attitude of the mind. Do you like to do that? If you want to do, then better you give some time for meditation, a regular sitting meditation. Apart from that, also learn some techniques of developing focusing during the day-to-day activities. And the Buddha teaches that in a very elaborate discourse called Satipatthana. Satipatthana means the basis where you can develop your awareness. What are the foundations on which you can develop your awareness, mindfulness? So there are many techniques in that discourse. Very wonderful discourse, which is in fact called, it is referred as the main discourse for meditation practice. Anyway, there the Buddha tells that we can use our body and what we are doing with this body as the tool. Now, for example, you have been eating food, 1, 2, 3, 4 times a day. Now, what have you been doing during eating? Have you ever thought eating can be a eating meditation? Eating can be a great practice for joy, peace of mind, or even path to enlightenment. Just the process of eating. Such a wonderful activity, amazing activity, that we take some food, we consume some food, which becomes our body. That which was an apple, or a vegetable, or a pizza, now it is our body, our hands, our body, our flesh, our bones. Wow, what a miracle. And we eat it. You can do very simple exercise. Now the food can bring greed, which means, greed means something which is not nice, because it makes you discontented. It makes you dissatisfied. So it asks for more and more and more. Yes, it is nice to have tasty food. It is very good to enjoy the taste. Everything is fine. But then, if your mind goes off, then it will say, oh, I want more, I want more, I want more. The body doesn't want, but the tongue, the taste, the greed for taste. So now you can see the mind is distracted. The mind has now greed in it. But now if you are mindful, then you can think, oh, why am I eating? What is the purpose of my eating? To maintain this body in a healthy way? That is the main purpose, isn't it? Taste is also there, but taste is not the main purpose. We have to maintain good health. That is the main purpose. And that, if we can do with good taste, very good. But then that greed for taste increases so much that you may eat too much and too much and too much, then you may spoil your health. So now eating, if you are mindful about eating, then you can just think. Look at that food and just give a moment and think, oh, this food has come to me on my table because of the hard work of so many people. So many people have worked, somebody in the farm, somebody took care of growing the crops and vegetables and these things. And then somebody took trouble of cutting it and transporting it and storing it and processing it. Then somebody transported and brought to the shop, and then from the shop it came. Somebody cooked it, if you have not cooked it. By the time it arrived on your table, hundreds of people have contributed. Isn't it our duty that to say thank you and feel gratitude? Because without food we die. So now that has come, which is going to give us life. So isn't it a noble thing to say thank you. I'm grateful to all those who have contributed for this food. And you see, when you do that, already then automatically awareness comes, oh, food. I eat it for my health. Become aware of that also. Now I eat it for my health. If you think about these two aspects of food, already your greed is reduced a lot. Then you will eat whatever the quantity you need, and that also with gratitude, with joy. And further, if you practice, you can say, well, if it is a tasty food, I am grateful. If it is untasty food, then also I am thankful. Fine. Whether it is good or bad, whatever, I am I'm going to eat it gratefully. Oh, then you have even overcome a lot of your greed. So just with eating, you can make eating as the process for developing the mind. So when you do this, you are not just dealing with food, you are dealing with your mind. Okay? So this is one example, one aspect of our life which you can make best use of. That you can extend to many other aspects. If you are cleaning the floor or table or dishes, do it with joy. Become aware. Oh, now I am going to clean. I will do it joyfully. Bring that awareness, mindfulness. Otherwise, you are thinking about something. Oh, I have to do that, I have to do that. That fellow said this, that fellow said that. Maybe you are angry, you are upset, or you are in stress. Why? Is it necessary? Now you are cleaning, why not enjoy it? For that you need this mindfulness. And then bring one moment of application of mind. Oh, let me do it joyfully. Let me do it mindfully. Let me do it as best as I can. Then you will see, oh, you are enjoying it. So that very cleaning has become your meditation. So you are not only cleaning the floor, you are cleaning the mind. Both. Because at that time you are not angry, you are not stressed, you are not in agitation, you are joyful. So you have positive mind. So isn't it a good development of the mind? Yeah, this is called Satipatthana system of meditation, where every activity that we do in day-to-day life, we can turn it into a meditative exercise, a meaningful exercise, and joy comes. And when you bring your mind again and again, focusing to what you are doing, the distraction will become less and less. And when you sit and read your book, then you can focus, because you have trained the mind to focus in the present, what you are doing. So that will help you to study. And when you study with good focus, then memory will be better, so then you can remember better. It is a matter of developing mindfulness. To support this day-to-day mindfulness, we do sitting meditation Do it 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, morning or evening, whenever you find time. Observe breath. Simple breath is there. Just observe breath. Oh, you will get so great power. Okay? Then mind becomes focused and focused. Otherwise, distraction. Otherwise, you are doing mobile phone meditation. Your phone is there, then you feel, oh, I must look at it. Without any reason. Oh, just let me look at it. And after looking at it again and again, it becomes habit. It turns into habit, and then it turns into addiction. You have to look at whether there is any work or no work or anything. So that is the training in distraction. So we have many things where we are training the mind for distraction. It is wise. We have to be wise to see what is needed and what is not needed. So when we start becoming mindful, then this problem of distraction we can deal with. Then there is another barrier for the peace of mind. That is anxiety and fear. Fear is something where your mind is resenting. Intensely, it is resenting. You don't want something to happen, but you anticipate it may happen. Oh, it may happen. Then you are afraid. So that will start biting. It will start biting your mind, and you are in restless state, anxiety and fear. There are big fears of death, for example, fear of sickness. Are you afraid of sickness? Do you like to be sick? Do you like to have cancer or some stroke or heart attack or something? Or no? We don't want that. But did you ever contemplate on the nature of this body? This body, when we are born, has come with all the possibilities. The possibility of any sickness is there. Now I look here, a lot of young people, so you have all the energy and all the good health, and you may forget. But this body is so fragile, isn't it? Anything can happen to head, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, throat, or lungs, or heart, or liver, or blood, or bones, or kidney, or any kind of some simple infection. Enough. You are flat. Some infection, you have to sleep for a week. Oh, so fragile body we are carrying. Okay, now let us take care of it. Good food, good exercise, and if you keep good mind, that also helps. Because mind and body are related. Every moment, the mind is influencing the body. If you are stressed, if you are in fear, if you are in anxiety all the time, then every cell is influenced with that, and that will create sickness in the body. There are 4 reasons according to Buddhism, 4 reasons why we become sick. Number 1 is because of the atmosphere. That means heat, cold, water, humidity, wind, or these infections coming from outside, allergies we develop because of outside, this atmospheric influence. That is one reason. And the second reason is food. The food intake, whatever we eat and drink, that affects the body, so that can cause sickness. And the third reason is the mind. The way we think, the way our mind is working, it is influencing. So negative thoughts, negative emotions, if we are strengthening, then that will affect our body. So the third one is mind. And the fourth one is what we call karma. Have you heard this word karma? What is karma? Action. Yes. Not all actions, but intentional actions. When we do any action intentionally, that becomes a power to produce result. That is called karma. Whether we do bodily, or we speak, or even we think. When we do intentionally, it develops a potency to produce result. So, we don't know what all kinds of karmas, actions we have done. Morning till evening, we are doing thousands and thousands of actions. What are we doing in day-to-day life? Actions, actions, actions. We are never quiet. All the time doing something. We are busy, all the time doing. If not body or speech, mind is going on and on and on. So it's so much of actions having done, so much of potential power, energy that we have created. Surely when it gives result, some of them give results in the form of pains. So now 4 reasons for sickness, and that can come any time. So this we have to understand, we have to contemplate, be aware. Anything can happen. Yes, our body has a very good resisting power, very interesting mechanism that we can withstand. We are withstanding every moment all these external impacts that we are getting. It is resisting, and the body is keeping healthy by nature. But then sometimes when it goes out of control, then we fall sick. But then we have to understand, we should know, this is the nature of the body. I may fall sick any moment. Have you thought about it? Now contemplate it. Every day think, morning one time, afternoon one time, evening one time. I may fall sick. This body may become sick. It is not that you are going and inviting some sickness, no. But you are just becoming aware. Some of you may think, no, I don't want to look at that unpleasant thing. Unpleasant aspect of life. But believe me, when you face the truth, your fear, anxiety will go. Joy will come. People think, oh, don't sick, don't think about sickness, don't think about death. No, they are our part of life. If we run away from reality, the more we run away from the reality, the more fear and anxiety will follow us. We will fall into fear. You just face head on, then that fear is gone. You just try. Just see yourself. Think just 1 minute. Oh, I may fall sick. Any moment, any part of the body may become sick. Okay, I accept this. I am ready to face it. I will calmly, smilingly, I will face this reality. Then what happens? You can still smile. Isn't it a good thing that you can smile at your sickness? We can go to doctor crying, or we can go to the doctor smiling. Which one you prefer? Calmly, smilingly, peacefully, you can go, you can explain correctly what is happening so that doctor can understand you better, and then take the treatment calmly and peacefully so it is correct treatment. So then what are you doing? There was sickness to the body and you have kept it at that level. If you become anxious, or if you are afraid of it, if you are unhappy about it, then what happened? There was one suffering with the body, and now you have made it 2 sufferings, one with the body and one with the mind. So the suffering has become double. The body is not under our control all the time, so sickness may come. But the mind is under our control. We can manage the way we want. So why to double the sickness? Keep it limited to the body. That can happen when you can accept this reality, face this reality. Okay? So also about death, yes, one day I may die. I will die surely. That day may be any day, today, tomorrow, after 10 years or after 50 years. But I am ready. This life is beautiful life. I will live till the last moment with smile and awareness, with mindfulness. So why not I die smiling, with full of awareness? What is the wrong with it? Why should I die having this craving? Oh, I don't want to leave this body, I don't want to leave my property, I don't want to leave my dear and near ones, with all these attachments, crying. Or afraid of, I don't know where I will go, where I will land, full of fears. That fear comes because we don't want to look at death. If you look at death, that fear will go. Just every day contemplate. Slowly, slowly, the fear of death will go. Isn't it a simple exercise but very effective? The barrier is this fear. Fear, I'm speaking about this life fears. Of course, there are fears of losing money, fears of losing clothes, people, partners, parents, children. When we lose, surely it is quite hurting. But then if we are looking at these realities, the more and more we look at these realities, our relationships become more and more closer, more and more meaningful. You start respecting immensely. Isn't it a wonderful thing that we truly respect the people we love, truly respect what they are giving us? This will come not just by imaginations and floating in the world of dreams. No. That will happen when you face the reality head on. Life becomes easy and smoother when we are with reality. So now these are the exercises that the Buddha has given. Very fundamental exercises for basic life barriers and supporters. Another barrier in life can be feeling of laziness. You may feel lazy, you may feel boredom, you may feel disinterested. Oh, what is this? I don't want to do this. Oh, I am not interested in that. No, I am not interested in that. So there is no enthusiasm in life. Many people go to great depressions even. And some people go to the levels of committing suicide. Why? Because they feel there is no meaning in life. Keep enthused. Every moment is so precious. Where is the time to be lazy and just take things so casually? Life is so precious, we may die any moment. Life is so precious, we have such wonderful people around. Life is so precious that I have the capacity to walk and do the work, or use my eyes and ears and nose and tongue and body and all the senses. Such wonderful senses I have got. To see the world, understand the word, to hear the sounds, the word of sounds. So immensely, it is a miraculous world where we can learn many things. Just sounds. Have you paid attention to the sounds? And the ear? Oh, wonderful ear here. Yes. So when you start creating enthusiasm, enthusing yourself, then surely you will find interest in life. And you can do so many things. Mind has immense potentialities. Anything you can create. Just give attention, find out, dig up. Of course, there are methods, there are systematic methods of meditations, which we call meditation. You can use it. For example, if you want to develop joy, there are meditations to develop joy. If you are, if you have this jealousy, do you have jealousy? Do you get jealousy sometimes? Are you jealous? You are jealous about somebody enjoying this or that or getting this or that. There is a meditation how to overcome jealousy. And instead of feeling jealous, you feel joyful. Now looking at somebody, say, successful, you are feeling jealous. But now you start taking joy. Somebody is beautiful and you are jealous. Now you start enjoying. Somebody gets a good name and fame and you become jealous. Oh, that fellow got that recognition. Now instead of feeling jealous, you start feeling joy. So turning that feeling of jealous into joy. There is a very systematic meditation called altruistic joy meditation. So we can overcome this jealous, and then you can see so many good things, and each time you are joyful instead of feeling unhappy. Jealous means what? You are unhappy about somebody's happiness. Instead you start becoming happy. Or hatred, anger. Do you get angry sometimes? Do you get upset with people? Then there is a meditation, metta bhavana, meditation on universal love. So you develop love. Practice it. You just sit smiling and look at your own smiling face. Give love to yourself. May I be happy, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be healthy. Give love to yourself. And then visualize the smiling faces of your family members, beloved people. Give happiness to them. Share happiness with them. And then your friends. Then some of your colleagues. Then like that spread to whole of your town, your country, whole world, whole universe, all people and all beings. Share love with all. May all be happy. Whenever you have time, you are most welcome to our meditation center. It is a little bit far in India, but, but still you are welcome to spend time in our meditation center, or you can also participate in some service activities. But there is a way to overcome this. Make your life a joyful life. Make your life a meaningful life. Give meaning to the life. Otherwise, if you are just spending your life in the struggle of existing, just struggle for existing, then it is meaningless. Most of the people, they lose meaning. The only meaning is just struggle to exist. Oh, I do this, I do that, I do. Just to exist. Like animals and birds and fish, they also struggle just to exist and live and become old, make a family and die one day, gone. If that is what we are going to do, then we have missed a great deal. As human beings, we have capacity to do something more. So why not we do something more? Isn't it? And that something more is to understand the mind, change the mind towards happiness, happiness, happiness. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. That is what makes the difference. Wisdom development. Wisdom means to know correctly. And then compassion comes. So wisdom and compassion together makes our life meaningful. Makes not only our life, then we start becoming a blessing to the world, others' lives. Isn't it a beautiful gift that we can give to the world, to our beloved people? The gift of joy, the gift of understanding, when we are wise, when we are compassionate, what else we are giving to our beloved people? Wisdom and compassion. So the process of wisdom and compassion will flow and flow with 10 people, 20 people, 100 people, and the whole country, the whole world can turn, can be with that kind of mind, that kind of life. So my dears, with these few words I conclude.